Hi, and welcome back to Honors Spotlight, the podcast that celebrates the journeys and unique voices of MTSU's Honors College community. As a deviation from normal operations, I'm your host today, Elizabeth Lawrence, a Buchanan Transfer Fellow and current senior majoring in psychology and minoring in neuroscience, music, and honors at MTSU. On today's episode,
the Honors Ambassadors have officially taken over.
As we look towards the start of the spring semester, we will be sharing openly about our individual experiences, research, campus life, and tips for our fellow students at MTSU. I am thrilled to be joined today by fellow honors ambassadors Batul Sawas and Gamza Mert. Batul is a senior in the MTSU psychology program with minors in Spanish, mental health services, and university honors. She is also a Buchanan Transfer Fellow. Batul is involved on campus as a Ready to Soar coordinator. For those unfamiliar, SOAR is MTSU's student organization for the advancement of research. She's also the vice president of the Psychology Club. Batul's research interests span child development and clinical psychology, especially in parenting and emotional regulation. Gamza is a senior in the MTSU psychology program, minoring in neuroscience, human sciences, and university honors. Additionally, she is a Buchanan Transfer Fellow. Gamza is involved on campus as the president of the Turkish Student Association and is a research assistant in an EEG lab. The research she is doing for her honors thesis is about dyslexia and caregivers of children with dyslexia. In this episode, we'll talk about what it has meant for us to be involved in the Honors College, our favorite campus resources, semester survival tips, and more. Welcome, Batul and Gamza.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys for being here today. I really appreciate you taking the time to come in and chat with me about the Honors College and everything you're involved with on campus. So the Honors College is a college within the university, over 50 years old, that involves students partaking in volunteer activities, research, and scholarly work. What first drew you to the Honors College, and what has surprised you the most about being part of it?
So I can start first. I was always a student who aimed higher. I planned ahead and I looked for the best educational experience. While I was applying for transfer, I noticed that MTSU was the only school that had a special fellowship program, which caught my attention really fast. The most surprising part was probably all the support and resources available for students, especially who are interested in research. I feel welcomed every time I enter the honors building, honestly.
Yes, I feel that way too. What about you, Batul?
I just really liked the warmth and the support the Honors College offers for students. I love the small class sizes. One of the things that always frightened me about college is not being able to form relationships, close relationships with my professors. And that was true for so many students who had to take large classes. But I was able to form really close relationships with my professors that I took honors classes with, and we still talk and they know what I'm up to. And I think that really helped me because it wasn't just a professor-student relationship, but more like a mentor-student relationship.
That is so meaningful. I feel the same way about what both of you have shared. It feels like a community, and those relationships can turn into larger activities on campus or more waves of different type of things we can be involved with together. So curious, what advice might you give students who are curious about involvement in the Honors College but intimidated by honors coursework?
Well, yes, it is a lot of work and it might seem intimidating at first, but people teaching, the professors teaching, and the advisors they're really supportive and really understanding. Also realize that it is equally rewarding and interesting if you really want to benefit from the Honors College. So I would say go for it. Don't be scared to ask for help and ask questions. That's the most important part. Yeah.
In general, you'll find so many programs, not just the Honors College, who have a lot of requirements in order for you to graduate. And I learned that the most important step for that is to be proactive, because know that whatever problem you're having, it's likely that you're not alone. Many people are also facing the same issue. So why don't you be proactive and find solutions for yourself and others as well? So, for example, I'm involved in Excel, and I really needed and I wanted to participate in the Institute of Leadership and Excellence. But I found out that it doesn't count as Excel credit, which I also needed in the same semester. So I actually emailed and advocated for myself and requested that it counts as Excel, because I believe that the class met those requirements, and it actually counts as Excel right now, so you can take it and have both Excel and honors credit for it. So I think just being proactive and talking with your counselor, your honors counselors really want to help you, your honors advisors, and honors ambassadors, of course, us. We would love to help you and advise you on things we have done. I am a psychology major, and we don't have many honors classes, sadly. And I was a transfer student, so it was even harder to get those hours because I wasn't here for my general education hours. And so I did a lot of honors contracts, and some classes also counted as honors naturally because of their rigorous requirements. So I would just speak with your advisors. They are always happy to help.
So wise. Yes. I was the same. I was a transfer student, and I wanted to do university honors because I wanted to do an honors thesis, and it was really important for me to get involved in research, and that was the driving reason for me. I was emailing the Honors College before classes started, asking how I could get involved, and just like Batul said, my advisor here is on my team, and they want me to succeed, and they want to help me. So if anyone's interested in Honors College involvement or just wants to learn more, you can make an appointment with an honors advisor and learn more. And I think that what's it called? Sorry.
I had the same experience when I got accepted from MTSU. I was also really dealing with other applications, and that was really stressful. I remember calling Dr. Al-Bakri, my advisor, like 100 times a week and asking her about the scholarship, this program, MTSU. And I was thinking, oh my God, I must be annoying this person. This is really not okay. But we have a really close connection right now, and I love her going to her room and chatting about the coursework and the school and other things. And I actually love the support and the advising even before stepping into the school.
Yes, that is so cool. I love that you had that experience too. Yeah, and the honors courses, I found that like Batul said, you can do contracts, you can get those requirements met, and the honors courses in general they're not harder. They're not actually harder to do, I don't think. They're maybe more engaged in certain ways, but the classes are smaller, like you said, and I'm in there with peers who are like-minded, that want to be rigorous or involved in this type of work. So it's kind of feels easier in some ways, harder in other ways.
Yes, I love that part about the Honors College. So that was one of the things that perhaps surprised me the most, the amount of students who are willing to put that effort and graduate with honors thesis every semester, not even every year. There's a huge number of students that do that every semester, and also the community support there's found.
Yes,
students.
Absolutely. So I have a question for each of you. I'll start with Batul. Can you share a favorite honors class experience and what made it memorable?
Yeah, so I had a visiting artist class, and it was a class with writing, and we presented our writing in the honors auditorium. Amphitheater, was it called? Yes. And in front of our parents and Dean Vile, and they were all very supportive. It was one of the first times in my life where I was really actually confident about my writing, although it's a talent on the side. And I actually thought that I would really like to take more classes and enhance my writing skills because I felt so supported. And I'm planning to take creative writing next semester.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. And Gamza, what about you?
So I am a really stubborn and perfectionist student when it comes to grades. This is also an outcome of my imposter syndrome. So in my honors psychology class, I was talking to my professor about how I couldn't believe I could catch up hold of the exams and homework, or that I will get a really low final grade and I will get a low grade overall. But one thing he said in response really stuck with me. 1B or C or D or any kind of low grade in your head doesn't show that you are a bad student. It shows that you're a human. And I try to remember that every time I fall into self-doubt, because grades don't
define you. They're not.
Grades don't define me. Yes.
I am not. I am not my work. I'm bigger than that, and I'm not what I do. That's amazing. That sounds like a really meaningful mentorship moment with that.
Yeah, that was
professor.
meaningful.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love those honors classes. And I remember taking an honors lecture series course on play, the power of play. All those are available on YouTube if anyone's interested in looking those up. But it was so fun to explore play and just sort of be affirmed that I love to play. This is like something I always do. In fact, I think I'm doing that right now with you guys. So thinking more about our roles as honors ambassadors. The three of us are honors ambassadors, which means we reach out to our community. We represent the Honors College, and we help people who might have questions or be curious with involvement. We also do volunteer activities in the community and on campus. So as far as the volunteering aspect, I would like to ask both of you, could you describe a past ambassador event or a volunteering experience that was meaningful to you in some way?
Yeah, we did craft night recently, and it was just a wonderful time, like to see all of those students. And me and Gamza actually met a freshman student who was an international student, and she was just trying to navigate the college process. And it just felt so rewarding to be able to be helpful and provide our experiences as a reference. And I discussed with her a Spanish minor, and I think it's just important to express your identity and your culture, no matter how far away you are. Don't let the overwhelming experience sometimes of academics hinder you from exploring your joys in life. And she's now hopefully exploring a Spanish minor.
That's amazing. And so I find that so amazing too when I get to help someone who might have be facing some sort of hurdle that I had to go through alone. And then I get to be no. Let me tell you about my experience. Let me help guide you through this. That's so cool. Gamza, what about you?
Well, I love that too. As an honors ambassador, especially when people come in and we just start talking about the honors experience, college in general. And like Batu said, that was an amazing event as well. And it is so great to meet a person who is going through the same path you went through, and now you have a chance to actually hold some hands and be their voices and actually guide them through this. You might have had some difficulties, some struggles, but they don't have to, because you're there to help, and that brings so much joy to me. For me, our trips to Adams Place, they're really meaningful. Adams Place is a retirement home close to campus. I've never volunteered at a retirement home before, so I was really excited for this opportunity. It happens once a month, and the whole campus is actually invited to our monthly visits. The people there are really sweet, and it is fulfilling. It is a fulfilling work. It's like having a friend who has lots of stories to tell and listen, and who is there to listen to your plans, your future, your excitement, and share some share your journey with.
That's really sweet. And yeah, I feel like this is a good chance for me to kind of give a shout out to all the volunteer opportunities that the Honors Ambassadors are doing and all the different events that are going on. So on a monthly basis, students in the Honors College, just like Gonza just mentioned, will get together and they assist with the Adams Place Retirement Community. And that's just happens to be once a month. Also, the Honors College and the Ambassadors put on events like study nights, craft nights, hikes, different types of professional workshops. So these things occur and are happening on a regular basis. And you can learn more about these events. Look out for some posters on campus or those shared PDFs in your club groups, but also you can visit the Honors College and ask also. And yeah, I guess one event that has been meaningful for me recently, I got to attend a non-traditional students coffee hour hang, and it was so cool. I met so many cool people, and as a non-traditional student, we have some different struggles or some unique struggles, and every non-traditional student is just so different and interesting, and so it was fun to go attend that event and hang out and talk about honors involvement with those students, because that's something that we get to. Honors College is for everybody. It's a really cool thing to get involved with, no matter where you're at in your journey. But yeah, and there are also first-year students coffee hangs for those who are new to campus. Keep an eye out for those events because they can be really informative and fun to build community. So how about campus life? What is an underrated campus resource or service that you guys think students should know more about?
Probably the Writing Center. I think it's a very underused resource. Everyone in the Writing Center is amazing at helping students through applications to grad school or even an assignment. And all you have to do is even sometimes just drop a document for them to review. You don't have to be there in person or online. And that can really, really help you get good grades and dive into your writing skills, which are necessary for so many fields.
That is such a good point. I love that you mentioned for grad apps. Like I could write a personal statement and have someone help me revise it, that always feels very daunting. So that's cool. What about you, Gonza?
Well, for me, the Zen rooms at the medical center and the KUC, they're really fabulous places to relax, especially where we've been talking about stress and how coursework can be a lot. So if you just need a calm and quiet place to rest your head, rest your eyes, and rest your mind a bit, you just need to make an appointment and you can use these resources as a business student.
That's incredible, and I'm excited to learn about this because I have not done that. Really? That sounds amazing.
Yeah, they're really good, and it's calm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the Zen Center. That's what it's called, Zen Gen. Yeah. I also want to shout out to some campus resources that I'm still learning about. Since I'm a commuter, and I'm not really here on campus 24/7 or even every day of the week sometimes. And I have learned that we have an amazing gym. We have a pool. You might not want to be out there in the winter time, but there is a pool. There might be an indoor pool.
There's an indoor pool.
There is an
indoor pool, yeah. And you can even take courses if you would like to train more in that skill.
Oh my gosh. So there's like things you can sign up for in the gym. Are there like yoga classes or something? There's yoga classes. There's so much. I have not done this yet, but I'm so thrilled to know it's here. We also have, as Gamza mentioned, I think an amazing health center. Is that where one of the Zen dens is? That I learned that you can fill prescriptions there.
Exactly. Free vaccines.
You can get free vaccines.
There's a pharmacy drive-thru.
That's insane. So I always feel like during my coursework as a full-time student, I don't do doctor's appointments, right? Like, I wait until the end of the semester, or if it's really bad, maybe I go to urgent care on the weekend, you know? So knowing that that's here on campus is a game changer. Yeah.
Then you can even do walk-ins.
You can do walk-ins. It's so
You can
cool.
go to your doctor appointment between classes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. No excuse.
No excuse. Stay healthy.
And the last thing I think I should mention is the makerspace. It's such a cool thing here on campus. That's where we're recording our podcast today. So the makerspace has all these different resources and things you can rent or reserve. So definitely check them out. They're in the MTSU library. So another question. I hope we're not giving away any of your secrets, but are there any study spaces or hidden gems on campus that either of you recommend to our podcast listeners?
Okay, I am not on campus much because I am a commuter student, but sometimes I do have to stay for the whole entire day waiting for a club meeting or something I'm responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
So here is a tip that I learned. Usually, and I don't know if an exception, if you know, contact us. But usually the third floor or the highest floor of every building is the quietest floor. Go to that floor and start studying there. Usually you will not be interrupted ever. And always find in the floor a corner that is not next to an elevator or staircase, because everyone will interrupt you and would like to ask you questions, and suddenly they want to chat while you're just trying to study. So if you are not feeling like socially vibed right now and you just like to study, find a quiet space this way. This is my recommendation.
I love that. And I love the advice of where. I think I also don't study near trash cans, and I always bring headphones, even if it's just white noise. That's the signal that I'm busy.
Yes. If you have an iPhone, and I think Samsung has this feature too, you can make some background noises, like even some like natural noises like rain or ocean noises. If you don't want to listen to music and maybe it's distracting for you, those noises can help calm you down, because the study experience can be stressful sometimes.
Yeah. And I do that too with the third floor. I really like, this is my hot tip, is I like to take if the chairs are movable, I take a chair and I face it at the window. I love doing that. And that way I can look out the window, and it also kind of signals like I'm not here to talk. And people might not even know I'm sitting there at that point. But that's something that I like to do.
We're not gatekeeping anything here. So. For me, the study room in the business building, it's actually, I think it's underrated. There are not many people there whenever I go in. They have amazing printers. They have amazing and gorgeous study pods. There, you can even have like a study session with 4 of your friends in that study pod, and it has like output. It has a lighting. It has AC. It has a TV in this study pods. It's amazing. It's also open. It's also open until midnight most of the days.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on campus, you can, and if you want to if you want to study at like an actual study place other than the library, you can also go to the business study room, which is on the first floor
of the business building.
The aerospace, the bus building. Yeah.
Okay. I have not spent much time in that building. Sometimes I walk through it when I have to cross campus when it's cold, because I don't want to be outside. So I use it like
welcome through. Whenever it's to the library, I also
walk through the building and even stay warm for a little bit longer.
That was one of my tips too. If you're like walking across the campus, you can use the buildings just for like a short warm up. Keep on walking.
Yeah, and as study spots go, the Buchanan room in the library is available for honors students. So that's a really cool spot. It's on the third floor?
The
fourth floor,
mm-hmm.
The top floor at the library. And if you're an honors student, your student ID is equipped with a little permission, some magical permission that allows you to enter the room, and it's a quiet study space to go. So yeah, I also like to go there.
there's only like some requirements. Just follow them, just so we can all have this wonderful resource on campus.
Yes. I've heard similar stories where like sometimes people aren't as quiet as they could be in there. Yes. So, and like kind of in this realm of like favorite places to study, like little tips for people on campus, is there any different like favorite place to eat or relax on campus? I know Gamza mentioned the Zen dens. What about like places to eat or rest when you're not studying?
We both love to eat in the balcony of the student union. We love it. I love the nature there. I love just looking out at the trees, and I always love the honors building. So I just love looking at the honors building and hearing the bell. Sometimes it interrupts our discussion. And also, if you can, by the way, just sit on the floors of the honors college when the weather is nice. And I love like writing something. I wrote so many pieces just sitting on those floors. And just sitting under a tree in that courtyard in front of the student union. And there's another courtyard in the business and aerospace building that is also beautiful, especially with all the trees and flowers there. So pretty.
Yeah, it is really beautiful.
For me, it is the honors building. They also have a fridge and a microwave and some vending machines in the common area. I love just sitting there. There are some couches. There's a study table. There are printers. I just get my lunch and heat it up. And while eating that, I'll just open up my computer between classes and see what I can get done before my next class. There's also another microwave in the SU, but it's kind of loud and crowded in the SU usually, so I don't really go there to study. I go there to eat.
Yes, me too. That's my place. I go there, and if it's crowded in there, I'll take my food to go, and I might go to the Honors College, like one of their quiet areas where I can eat, or if it's nice outside, a picnic table or something in that area. So I'm curious, as we get ready for the spring semester and as things are starting here, do you have any survival tips for parking, scheduling, or navigating campus life?
Yes, parking as a commuter, I can say parking have been one of my most difficult experiences in my college career thus far. And she's not even like,
you are not alone.
So here is my recommendation, and this is not a promise, but if you get here as early as you can, and I know it's hard because I live an hour away, so I totally understand, but as early as you can, you're more likely to find parking. That doesn't mean that it's guaranteed, but it just means that it's more likely. Also, there are always weekly emails about, and sometimes even daily, about events going on campus and some parking lots that are going to get blocked. So just be careful watch for those emails, and here's what I do. I make a list of the parking lots each semester before the semester starts. I make a list of all the parking lots that are close to my classes, and I make a schedule and I add them to my schedule. Just like I add the class and the professor's name and the number of the room where the class is, I add the parking lots so that if one is not open, then hopefully the other two are open or one of them is open. So I think that is helpful.
That's fantastic. I've never thought of finding all the lots that are close and then putting it on my calendar. That's new for me. I tend to always park in the same parking lot because I am such a creature of habit, and it's a faraway lot that I feel good about. I love the livestock lot, everybody. Come on, it's the best parking lot. But so I always park there, but sometimes it's full, and I've had those moments before class where I'm just having a panic attack and I don't know what to do with my car, and I'm just like, what? Am I gonna drive to the gas station and park and Uber to class? But but I actually emailed the parking department at MTSU, and they gave me some advice last semester, where they just kind of always know, like, when you're having trouble, ask for help. I think that's the big moral of that story. But like, they gave me some tips on like, well, this lot, the Rutherford lot's kind of a good one to go to if nothing else is available. And I'm always ready to walk. I always have extra coats in my car or a raincoat, so I can be like not disturbed by the weather, and just like enjoy my time outside as I get to class. What do you think, Gamza?
The same. I'm also really struggling with parking. But if you have some kind of portable vehicle, like a scooter or a skateboard or a bike, a foldable bike, you can like put that in your car, and it doesn't matter where you park at that. It doesn't really matter where you park if you have that kind of vehicle in your car.
Yeah.
You can also park in a student area off campus, which are not that far actually. There's one right across Floyd Stadium, which is almost always empty.
Okay.
And you can just cross the road and there you are.
Okay, that's a great tip. That's good to remember.
I also recommend parking once only and walking the rest, or using the bus, because traffic can get very crazy at Murfreesboro. So you might miss class just for that reason, just trying to commute from lot to lot, let alone finding parking. So I really recommend finding a good, positive aspect about walking. It can be, I love nature. I just find it intrinsically rewarding. So once I walk like this distance, I'll reach that tree, and then I can look at that tree or take a picture or whatever.
Yeah.
So just make that as a motivation and put it as a goal, and then you can get some physical activity logged in, and that will feel so satisfying.
I benefit from that definitely, because just being able to walk across campus, with a backpack on, it's like, getting a little exercise.
Yeah,
I'm doing okay. But another thing we haven't mentioned yet, and this is another case of me just being desperate and asking for help finally, where I should have just maybe been more proactive, but I asked the bookstore. I stopped in the bookstore one day when I was just so tired, and like it was raining, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what day it was. Probably I was just struggling, and my book bag was crazy heavy, and I probably forgot where my car was. Like, it was kind of a bad day, and I just stopped in the bookstore, and I was like, guys, like, how do people do this? And they're like, look, there's an app that you can go on, the MTSU app, and you can see where the buses are. And that's when I was like, oh, there's buses.
Yeah. You can find your route.
Yes.
Write that next to the lots. Find your bus route.
Yes.
Every building usually has a bus route that is closer to it. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's red, sometimes it's blue. Just depends.
Yes. So check out the bus routes. Check out the MT mobile app. That's an amazing tool that I did not learn about until like my third semester.
I know we talk a lot about this question, but I also would like to add something about class registration and scheduling. So honest students, you're in luck because you get to register for classes early than the rest of the school. And the classes open like at 10 a.m. It's not like you have to get up at 2 a.m. and you have to fight for your life to get that one class you have to take so that you can graduate. But if you you can also preview your classes before the registrations open. So you can start like planning your schedule for the next semester before you actually need to register, because that's another stressful moment. So use your pipeline and go on Pipeline, go through those classes, scan through those classes, see if the schedule is true for you and if any of those classes clash, and now you have to do it all over again. But yeah.
Yes. So helpful. So what's something just kind of on this track of like getting oriented to things like parking and registering for classes, what is something you wish you had known in your first semester at MTSU? Looking back, what would you tell yourself?
I think I found it very helpful to ask questions in class. I know that the beginning, as a freshman, you can feel behind, quote unquote, other students and feel like, because the elective classes usually combine students who are freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, you might feel like, oh, I'm not smart enough. Why do they all get it and I don't? And feel embarrassed to ask questions. Ask questions. Professors are there for you, and they actually appreciate your questions and think that you are actually engaging with the material. Some students who don't ask questions either have your exact same question and are confused about it, but are too embarrassed to ask as well, or shy, or they are not really paying attention in class. So show that you are engaged and ask a question. Again, be proactive.
Yes.
Mine is much simpler, but we talk about the swimming pools at the rec center. I didn't know there was an outside swimming pool, and I discovered that this summer, and that really helped me. Like, I went there a couple of times a week, and that is a really nice swimming pool, and it gets really warm, and but yeah, that really helped me get my weekly exercise, and I really enjoy swimming. So use the swimming pools. They're really nice. They're really cool.
That's so awesome. Yeah. I never think about I should go take a swim. I guess being from a landlocked state and never seeing I don't think about that even being an option in my life. So it's really cool to hear you sharing about that.
Yeah. Like if you're around during the summer and there's free swimming pool.
Okay. I have some more tips.
Yeah.
Download the Pulse app. This is what I would tell myself.
Yes.
I would tell myself, download the Pulse app. It is life-changing. I don't know about you, but I forget things really, really often. And so it really helps me because it actually can remind you and notify you when an assignment is approaching, when an assignment is due, when a quiz is due, when an exam is due. So you know ahead of time and you don't have a panic attack.
Absolutely.
Another thing I really recommend is, as Gamza mentioned, you can preview the schedule before registration. Don't wait until your registration time opens and then search for classes. It's going to take you so long to decide. Go to TAKEOVER, find exactly what you need. Decide on what classes you want to take. Search rates by professor and see all the reviews about the professors and decide what is best for you and what works best for you. And then start making your schedule from there. I like designing my own schedules. I don't really like the apps, but there are so many helpful apps if you like. I like designing my own schedule using Google Docs. I made one schedule table and I have been using it for my whole college career.
Wow.
And every semester, actually, I make a copy and I'm going to register for those classes and this is the section number. So this way you just have to enter the CRN number in the registration instead of going and searching each class by department if you belong to million departments because you're double majoring or have minors.
Yes, absolutely. That registration process, I feel like I'm getting concert tickets. I'm
I'm a legit competitor. I'm fighting for my life.
I guess that's a good shot. I think Gamza mentioned this earlier, but honors students get to register early. That's one of the advantages to being involved in honors as well. We have so many different classes that are part of our required course, our required track that's really helpful. I think prioritizing involvement in campus community is something I would say to myself back in my first semester here. It can be awkward being a non-traditional student. It can feel awkward and strange just being I'm going to go to this college and get involved and really join clubs and things like that when I have so much going on in my real life. But also this is my way of giving back to the campus community and getting involved, and it helps me develop relationships. And that is how I learn. I know this about myself now. Relationships and discourse and being able to talk with people about things is like a deep way that I can learn things.
Exactly. There's also at the student union, there's always something going on, especially after 5 or 6 p.m. Every single one of those rooms are filled. There are different clubs, different events, different organizations doing different things. They're all so fun, and they're so they help you socialize, they help you learn new things. Sometimes they also do things about careers, graduate school. So pay attention to flyers you see on campus while you're walking around. And actually, if you look close, like if you actually search for it, you can find food to eat for free every night. There's always some kind of pizza or snacks at some kind of event, and you don't even have to be a part of that club or something. You just go in there, showing up. Yeah, exactly.
I'm here for the snacks. So exactly. Oh, that's amazing. Great advice, truly. There's also, I think I saw in the library just today, there's like a snack cabinet here.
Yeah.
There's like a food pantry here on campus. So all those things we have available here. And if you need things, ask. It's so great to just ask for help, whether it's scheduling, getting involved with community, making friends, getting a research advisor, ask. We're here as honors ambassadors to chat with people. There's many more like us, and there's plenty of faculty and advisors here too to support you. So to kind of wrap things up in our little takeover today, I want to ask both of you, what has your proudest moment been as an honors student so far?
Probably becoming an honors ambassador. That last year, I remember looking at the honors ambassador and thinking, wow, I want to be that. I want to become that. Like, I want to become an honors ambassador. That's so cool. Like, I love the honors ambassador. I would love to give back to this community and also help other honors ambassadors. Also, I really felt proud when I presented my first poster at the Tennessee Collegiate Honors Council Conference last semester. So yeah,
sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah. For me, I think yes, when I became a student honors ambassador, I just felt so proud, and I was like, yes, finally I'm gonna be able to help everyone who was in my place and did not really know about this resource before. It just felt like therapy. It really does. It's just so rewarding and life-changing. And another proudest moment is when I defended not my thesis yet, hopefully soon, but my honors protocol, which is basically like you're preparing your honor studies, and it either gets approved so you can continue working on it, or you have to make some revisions. I had to make some revisions, but it was approved, and I am really thankful for that because I was really looking forward for my honors thesis.
That's amazing. Have the same feelings that you guys are sharing about being involved with the ambassador, with the Honors College, and also being involved in research. I think my proudest moments have to do with research, sharing posters, engaging with others, and learning about the research that others are doing. And definitely for me, connecting with students that are not in the Honors College, like my experience with the non-traditional students, and just kind of connecting with people there. So my other question is, what would you say to a student who is interested in joining the Honors College and maybe they're unsure of the next steps?
Again, contact your advisor. They would love to help you. The way you can find your potential advisor is to go to the Honors College and just search Honors College advisors. And the advisors go by your last name, right? So yeah. So just go and you'll find the advisor with your name. And don't feel embarrassed to ask them a million questions, because that is what I did exactly. And now my advisor asks me, what questions do you have for me? Because she's expecting it. And she just loves it, and she knows in advance what to prepare for our meetings.
So, to me, if you want to make the most of your learning and gain in college, this is the right place. You are an academic weapon, and Honors College is a great tool to upgrade your strength. And we repeated this a lot, but go ask for help. If you have any questions, go ask, because people are paid to answer your questions.
Yeah.
So they are there to do that. You are not lower in any way if you go ask for help in any. There are a lot of resources for any need you want, any of your needs. So please make the most of your college experience academically and socially.
I love that. And I so relate, I feel like, as someone who is interested in learning and wasn't a student in previous years for me. I wanted to talk to these professors. And if I would have emailed them cold, not as a student, I don't think they would have had the time to answer me.
Yeah.
They would have been like, no, I have papers to grade, and like a bunch of students I'm advising. But now that I am a student here, I get to talk to them, and I get to make appointments, and I get to see them during office hours and ask questions. And that is so important. They're our professors. They're here to help us, and they're our advisors. This is their job to help us. And I wanted to just share some encouragement that I am someone who is just coming in here and helping to take over this Honors Spotlight podcast. And in my first semester here, I went to find one of my classrooms, and it was a closet.
Huh?
It was a closet. I went to the wrong room, and it was a closet. It was horrifying. I was so stressed. I was right on time, and I was like, this is a closet. And so it's like,
oh, is this like a magic door? Where was this?
I was in a completely wrong building. And so I had to go to a different building, and the only way I found it was by asking for help. And now I get to be an honors ambassador. I get to be involved here. So, you can improve myself in how you're approaching things. So thank you so much, Batul Gamza, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we just enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Thank you. She shared so much wisdom. And thank you all so much to our listeners who are joining us for this takeover episode of the Honors Spotlight podcast. We hope you enjoyed getting to know some of your current honors ambassadors and have taken away some new ideas and possibilities for your educational journey. If you liked what you heard, please like and subscribe, leave us a review, and share the podcast with others. You can also follow the Honors College on social media to stay up to date on future episodes and events. To learn more about honors at MTSU, visit honors.mtsu.edu. Until the next episode, be curious, productive, and take great care of yourselves as we embark on the start of the spring semester.